Hello and welcome to Dell's Gaming, and this is Prison Architect Revisited, where I am looking at updated games to see what they play like now. And in Prison Architect we are playing in the Warden mode. So if I load the prison up, so in this episode, last episode, we looked at their well-being, putting the parole and the medical beds and sorting out the scheduling. I also had a somewhat close encounter with some prisoners which were less than ideally, what should we say, they were not happy, and they went after me. So we're gonna look again at the needs. So we're just going to check first of all needs, see if there's anything urgent needs doing. Clothing, okay, fine. Food, so they seem to be a lot happier now according to this, which is much better. And let's just see, so if we say minimum security, yeah, clothing is the only issue they have at the moment. Normal security actually has a little bit more issues. So we might have to look at their area, and staff are okay. So a couple of things I want to look at on this zone, on this episode, is segregating the prisoners a little bit better by using room quality to put those which offended the most in areas where, what should we say, so we can keep an eye on them, keep them all together. We can give them more guards in those particular areas. So what we are going to set up is have first of all a look at qualities. Hopefully I have got this, yeah, so quality. So up here, this dorm has a quality of 2, so you can see each of these values give what increases a quality. If we go down to the the lowest one, which is possibly the holding cell, I think. In actual fact, the holding cell doesn't even have a quality associated with it. It's quite a generic quality as such. Oops, let's go through the right door. And I have to remember, actually, when I'm wandering around like this, to know where I am, that I'm not going to walk straight into a middle of a riot, because that would be bad. Now we'll have a look over here, what the quality is like over in this area. So this is under logistics and room quality. So this is a quality of 0. So that's, I've obviously fitted as much as I can. So we can make this possibly a 0. Or what we need to do is, how does quality affect, let's remember, let's come out of here again. How does quality affect segregation? Well, first of all, every prisoner starts with a quality need, the average quality that they feel they are entitled to. We may not see that on a particular prisoner, I don't think, at this stage, because we haven't actually got enough information. We might need intelligence to do that. 2 days without incident, so that means that they should want a quality 2 cell, but they've got below average because they've only got a 0. Yep. So what we can do is those that have incidents go into quality 0, and as they get less days with an incident, they are moved into higher quality cells. Now what I think I may do is, first of all, so we need, first of all, this is a quality 2, so I might modify the minimum security so that this is a higher quality. Now how can we make a higher quality? Okay, we've got there's a number of options available. If we, I'm just going to go down here out of the way so no one sort of disturbs me. If we look at the quality, some of it's the size of the room, but also you can put showers in the area, phone booths, bookshelves, chairs, and windows. So putting all of these in there per 8 prisoners increases the quality of that room. Now on this one we've got quite a few people in that particular area. Now I'd like to keep this as a low quality room, but I might change this to be a cell block rather than a dormitory. So what we could do is say, let's have a low quality rooms and prisoners which are somewhat problematic I want to keep into the center of the prison, and as they get nearer, effectively nearer to the wall, their quality can increase because they're effectively proven themselves to be more trustworthy. So what we could do is leave this at quality 0 for the moment, and basically we put more prison guards in this area on the schedule. But I might rebuild this to maybe be a cell block, because one thing is we could get away with dormitories if prisoners have been very bad offenders, let's put it that way, they could go into a lower quality area, which could mean cells. They could go into cell blocks rather than dormitories, and only go into the dormitory when they have a higher grade, shall we say. They've been without causing issues. Now one area as well is the holding cell is the lowest quality, and I do actually want to change one thing on the holding cell. I want to make the holding cell a little bit more self-contained than it is at the moment, similar to the dormitories, and put a canteen area just in for the holding cell, and then we'll move this canteen out a little bit. So I'm going to do that now. So what I need to do is, we can use a bit of this area, but what we're going to need to is extend this out a bit. I think make this a bigger canteen than we have at the moment. So I think we might just use all of the area we have here. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we'll go up about. We'll give it another. How big is this canteen going to be? We'll make a. No, we'll put it up about 6, about there. Let's see what we get in with that. And we will put a simple entrance in here, because we'll need that anyway. There's a staff door, just so that they start. No, actually, we need a normal door, because we'll set them so that they can get into here in a different way. Multiple entries into the canteen, I think. There we go, and we will need again. We will need some metal detectors. This is preparing, so I'm thinking maybe putting some higher value dorms up here. Some nice areas here for those which have been good, shall we say. So that's working on that. So that's going to extend there, and what I'm going to do is change down here. Is this shower doesn't need to be as big, so I'm not going to go into the holding cell, but what I will do is in here is dismantle some of this. Let's dismantle that one. And then we'll put a brick wall in. I can't do that at the moment. We'll dismantle that as well. That's dismantling. Now I'll change this room. Don't want it to be as big, a shower room. Can I do that from there? There we go. And we will put I'll leave that brick wall there. I'll put a brick wall there. I'm going to move this. Once it is, we're going to need some more drain, so I'll just put a drain there. Dismantle that one please, thank you. Right, so okay, that's all done there. Then I am going to, once we're gonna need to dismantle some of these. In preparation. Okay, we have actually done this up here, so I can get rid of this wall. If I get rid of the wall just there. Right, we need some utilities by the looks of it. A little bit of electrical power. We need some in here anyway for those areas. That's fine. And while I'm about it, I noticed down here that this pipe was... oh yeah, okay, hot water pipe. It's not going into there. There we go. Need a hot water pipe in there. I'm assuming it's because it's not got a hot water pipe in that square. Let's put one in that square just to be on to find out. Surely. Okay, so that's been removed. I might have to remove these ones as well. I think to make way. Let's just remove them all for the moment. And let's see. If I put a wall... the idea is that what I'm trying to do is create a little canteen down here. So actually about 3 might be enough. We only need 1 bench there and a serving table. So actually we might be able to do it just with up here, and we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Like that, and then once that's done we'll demolish this wall. We'll unmark that as canteen and extend the canteen instead into this area. There we go, and I think I will rearrange the serving tables. We'll dismantle that one, and we put down some of these tables. Let's see, what should we do? We'll have a little area over here, I think. Turn tables there. We'll put the benches back next. Whoops, I obviously didn't calculate that correctly. Okay, we'll go that far. Let's now do a change in direction this way. We'll have a bit of a let's have a unusual pattern for no apparent reason. We'll have one over there, and then I'll put another serving table. Where's the serving table gone? Serving table, I'll put another one. We might put it as a long one. What if we do it like this? One there and one there. Yeah. And then dismantle that one. Okay, I like that. Benches. Okay, that's okay. Right, let's now sort out the canteen for here. Demolish these walls. Oops, I'm going to get out of here because I don't like being stuck in the middle of an area, but I don't want to go into the holding cell. But okay, that's done, so we can now make this a canteen as well, and we need to just add a few bits in there, which is going to be a table, a bench, absolute minimum in here, and 1 serving table. Serving table. Yeah, okay, I might change this around. That doesn't look right. There, I do it that way. Table. Yep, okay, so that's now created as well. And if we do the food logistics, we should be able to... I don't know if I can assign a holding cell to that area, but let's have a look. Food distribution. Okay, we've got that. So the holding cell goes to there. So that's where they will go from. And solitary will also go to there for their food if that is required. So, okay. That's cool. So we've got 3 people. So the holding cell... Oh, I'm in the holding cell area. Keep on doing that. Damn. So the holding cell has the lowest quality because it's effectively 0. And this canteens, but so under deployments, it's also a shared area. So it means any quality of prisoner can go in there, and this is going to be our lowest quality of usage, should we say. So if they've been offending a lot, they go in that area. Right, so that means so that we can keep a guard in our patrols. Just about always keep a guard patrolling there. You can see there's 1 guard in patrolling there now. So the holding cell's going to be constantly kept an eye on. There's seems to be a is that, yeah, in that time I'm going to take him out and put this as a patrolled route. Schedule 2 only. That's schedule 3. Basically, all times of the day there will be a guard in this area. Okay, so there's a guard scheduled at all times in that area. So this is these are our naughty people, and we're going to keep a guard, keeping an eye on them, making sure that they are doing what they need to. I think about it, I think I might need to just extend his guard patrol route to include going up into the canteen and the shower. There we go. So whoever's on that guard route now will have a good wander around that particular area, make sure nothing's happening. So we can go in there and we can do search the cell block just to make sure, see what's happening in there. So that's our lowest quality, and we need to keep the most eye on everything. That also now means we need to increase the quality of this dorm, but not too much. I only want to get it up to, say, a level 2. So they've got this here. Oh, we've got some people being naughty. So ways we can do it: 1, reduce the number of beds in here so that it gives a better quality of size, so less people. The other one is we can put items in here to satisfy their needs. Now what I'm thinking of here is the shower block doesn't actually get used as a shower block as much as I would expect. So we're going to reduce down the shower block and take that out as a shower. We still will have a shower. We're going to put a wall in here, make this a bit of the dormitory, and we'll put the showers on a shower on the right hand side, because that will just help with certain comforts. Okay, so let's see, utilities, we can dismantle some of this to make way for the next one. We we'll need a hot water pipe though. Going through there, and then what we will do is demolish this wall. We have to change that radiator, dismantle that radiator, then we'll put the wall back here. Dismantle that door. We're actually making a slightly larger dormitory now. So if we make this dormitory as well, put a door in here, and we're going to dismantle that one and demolish that wall. And then over here, what we're going to do, we'll put the radiator in up here, I think. Put the radiator there, and we are actually just going to put a, I know it's a bit silly, but we are going to put a shower just here for anybody that wants to decide, I want to have a shower in front of everybody. Why is it not showing me shower heads? Whoops, I'm in the wrong. So let's go here. Okay, shower head. Okay, we'll put 2 in there. Let's make sure that that all has the necessary hot water pipe. So we'll need hot water pipe going across there and there. Okay, and that hot water pipe had come out there, so we put that one back. That should give us some elements there. And what we will, how's that done with our, it won't affect our room quality yet, I don't think. Okay, so the room quality actually 18 squares per prisoner. Okay, for some reason it's not seeing as very much usage. Seeing it as a grade 3 now suddenly. It must be because of the number of prisoners using this area, I guess. Okay, it's not actually enclosed at the moment. Enclosed by walls and a door. Well, there is a door there. Okay. Let's easy way, let's unselect it, okay, and re-put it back in. Surrounded by walls and a door. Well, that is a door. As far as I'm concerned, that's a flipping door. You know, unless I've put the door in the wrong place, haven't I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, let's try that again then. Right, surrounded by walls. Yes. It's gone now, and I'm gonna do that, and there we go. I have to put it back in again. Oh dear. Let's give it a second just for it to sort itself out. Put that back in again, please. Right, it's actually showing a room quality of 4 now. Okay, that's quite high actually. Higher than expected. Okay, now prisoners are getting assigned to this, so that is reducing the quality. So I've got to wait for the prisoners to get reassigned to that area. So let's see, let's let them get reassigned. Oh, we got, I think we need to do a quick, another little search that cell block again. And these are now complaining of not having... do they have to have hot water as well as cold water? No. possibly. Oh, we've got someone there that needs a bit of searching. Where are you? He's supposed to be asleep. Let's go and have a look at this person. Let's go and have a quick little look. Excuse me. Why are you? Oh, he has been searched. That's good. Right. So let's see what is the quality now of this area. It's down to 0. Okay. So this now got a full number of people. So let's, if we can get this up to a quality. So that's our area. So quality of 0. That's going to be still a lot of people getting rather mad. So I think what I'm going to do is create an area which is of better quality. So basically to house the people. We're going to try and get this up to a quality of 2. Now one way to do that is, let's see if I can put some items in here. I'm going to remove a couple of beds. Let's see if that will help. So if I dismantle that bed and that bed for the moment, let's see if that increases the size. And what was the other thing that we can put in here? If we put a chair, TV per 4 prisoners. So that's one issue, is how many prisoners have I got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. That's a lot of, I think that's a lot of prisoners. Okay, we've still got a lot of prisoners in this area. Okay, let's dismantle that bed as well. I could possibly do it with more shower heads actually. So if we get this down to 12 people, I need 3 shower heads. We could actually just go with 4 shower heads actually. Let's see. Okay, so at the moment the occupancy on this area is set to be 18. It says down at the bottom of the little pop-up there. And I need to get that down to about 16. So we need to get 2 people out of that area. So one way is to just basically, I'm going to be a bit brutal here and just reassign 2 people. So you are going to get assigned to the holding cell. If over here, that should have reassigned you, and we'll do one more. Who else is gonna be our unlucky victim? I mean volunteer. What I need is a volunteer. Yeah, you've been found to be problematic. So we're going to send you down as well to the holding cell. So basically I've selected him, and then I should be able to say, right, you're going down to there. So I should have reassigned him to that particular cell. So hopefully we'll get these. We'll get. Yep. So he's escorting prisoner to holding cell. Come on, speed up. Need to get that area a little bit faster by the looks of it. Some paving stone. Let's put some paving stone just there. There we go. And I need to set this here as that's okay. That is I've got no prisoners assigned to this at the moment, but that's fine because it's for my next little project. Let's see if this has improved things. Okay, so we've now got a quality of 4 because we've got 16 people assigned to this one. So to get any further, we've got so this is still quite a low grade sort of bit of area of the prison. Now, other thing we could do alternatively is make this into cells, but that maybe I'm going to look at next. So instead of having a dorm, what I need is a, what should we call it, a higher security cell block. So let's just see what if we can get some money to help with this as a grant. Cell block B, and we won't worry about other bits at this moment. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is either I rework things and make a new dorm which is a higher quality, so it's going to be a quality of say about 3, let's say, as an example, and then rework this this dorm to actually be a cell block, or I just put cells in here now. I think I'll just create a cell block area. So if we look at roughly the same sort of size building, so it'll be 11. Okay, let's go. Let's go by here, and we'll try that. So this is going to be a more traditional cell block. Well, then I need a jail door here, and this is going to be relatively low. This is where our problem prisoners are going to be held, basically, I think. So we will transfer a lot of people into this area. So we're going to have a whole lot of cells. This will not have a canteen, common rooms, or anything. We might put some showers in here at most, down at the front here, but that will be about it. So while I'm thinking about it, let me just do electrical cable. We're going to need some electrics going into this cell, and I'm going to have to check if I've got enough electric power, but I'll do that. We're going to need a water boiler, say about here, to heat and or produce for the showers. We'll take a water to it like that, and we'll need, well, it's got electric, and we'll have shower room at the front here. Oh, click the wrong button. I hate when I do that. Have I done that in the right area? Yes, I have. Okay, get back to it. It's really annoying when you go to modify something and you click the wrong ready button. I should actually just wait for it to get built, but I was impatient. I have a small shower block here. Yeah. So we'll work out the cells in a second. So for a cell, we might make them a level 1, so they're not 0, they're 1. So a cell basically is 2b3. So that's the minimum size of a cell. And we're just going to make, I think, let's wait for this to be built, because I might change that. We'll see in a second. Okay, now I can start building some walls inside here to make it a traditional cell block. So we just need a 3b2, and we can either do this as 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we need a wall. Yeah, no, I think we'll do it as this. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we do it like this style of design, and we're going to do so opposite doors, but we'll set up these walls first. Okay, then we'll set this side, will all have this side doors, and this one will have this side doors, and then at the end will be a shower, and we might have something just down the end. So down here we'll put a drain and a few shower heads, and assign this as a shower room. Right, and then we'll make all of these cells. So we're going to get 12 prisoners in this cell block. And we're going to keep the them all gated, because these are going to be our problem prisoners. Although minimum security, these are all going to be classified as problem people. So the we'll put the door in front of the sorry, the bed in front of the door, so as we're walking around we can see them. And then we'll need a toilet. Traditionally you put them up by the wall, but I'm gonna put them up by here, I think. Okay, let's let that all go through. I'm just going to set this to open for the moment. Now we've got a little room here which we could use for something, maybe even a security area, but we'll leave it for the moment. Can't make it a staff room, there's nothing we could put in there. We can make storage, but that's about it really. A security room's got to be bigger, staff room's got to be bigger, so you can't really do much with it. Although what we could do is do one, we could do a couple. No, we won't mix. I was going to say we could make one room which is slightly bigger than the others, maybe 1 or 2 cells slightly bigger for those people that are allowed one extra little bit of quality. Yeah, I might do that. Let's do that, but only a little bit bigger, not by much. So we'll demolish that wall and that wall, and we'll stop putting those in, and we'll dismantle these doors. And what we'll do is we'll split this into 2 areas and make these a slightly bigger cell. But that's it. Just uses that extra bit of space up. Come on, open up. Oops, I didn't want to dismantle that. Just want to lock it open. There we go, lock open. There we go. So already we can see that some of these areas are getting a new grading. So they've got a grade 2 and these have all grade 1. And you can see the grade of the person that has been assigned to these rooms. So okay, they've got quite a you know, a grade 1 to 2 area, which is fine. Once that is completed and they fit the last few bits and pieces in there, that should open up as a valid cell. Now we will not lock that open. Now one thing we will need to do is set our, we're going to do this now, is our guard patrols. So we're going to set our guard patrol going through here and just going outside. And I forgot I need to put in a, just outside, a metal detector, because I always like to have a metal detector out just outside, and also put some paving stones so that they can get around here, to and from here, a little quicker from down here. So we'll link it up to the general area here, and we might put some lights just outside as well. Just there and just outside the door. Put one there and there. Okay, so that's good. Right, what was I doing? Okay. Okay, guard patrols. So at certain times, so we will need a guard there. At night, let's just check what their regime is. Won't need, so we need one up till about 7 AM. Okay. Right, they are then in the yard until 1 PM. So we need, we'll need something from 1 PM onwards. So number 5, there we go. Until about 6 PM, I think. Yep. We'll put one in here as well. I think we'll put one in. Most of the time is going to be a guard in here. Let's just make sure everything is correct. So the only time there isn't is when they're in the yard. All other times they are, there's a guard patrolling in here. Right. So now to counter that, we're going to make this a higher quality dorm. So they'll only, this will be the next place people will go, because it's going to be a nice dorm, I think. We're going to try and make this up to a level 4 if I can. So room quality at the moment is 1. That's not very good. So what do I need to do? Less prisoners is the obvious number 1. So if I get rid of 2 beds, so let's just, easy way is to go dismantle and that bed. Yep, and I'm actually going to dismantle all the beds and replace them all against the wall. Let's put some priority on these, getting these beds out of the way. Okay, let's now put the bunk beds back. So we've now got 6 bunk beds, which is good. We will prioritise putting them back in position. Now, one issue we got at the moment is we still have 16 occupants assigned to this room. Now, one quick way to do this is make it staff only and then put it back to minimum sec. I think that should have worked. So that would have... Nope, we still got 15 occupants. Okay, we need to dezone it so that there's no occupants. Okay, the other way to do it, I believe, is take it off being a dormitory. So if we do that, so it's no longer a dormitory, then we put the dormitory back on. I have to get rid of that space by the door, but that's fine. They like working with square spaces. So now if we go to the intelligence, and all of the prisoners in that area would have got reassigned to different. So now we have, well, we've got 4 at the moment because we basically got nobody assigned to this area. But what we will need to do is, so we've got 12 people, so we'll need 3 TV, bookshelf, chairs. How about we put some chairs in here and create a little area for them? So that might be a cheap way to do it. So if we put some chairs over here, some free chairs, and then we'll put a TV. And 3 TVs. Let's see if that gets us. I want to get a quality 4, and now my idea is this particular one, we'll leave it at that. We only want a quality of 4 at best, or maybe even 3 actually will be sufficient. Let's see how this other dorm is doing. Need a little bit of electricity for our there. And the other bit I want to check is, are we okay for electricity? Let me go and have a check of that. Right, our electricity is almost at limitation. So let's get some more capacitors in here. Max it out while I've got the money. There we go. So just as a quick bit, under logistics, we need to make sure that our people are going to the main canteen. Yep, so this cell now are going to this canteen. There's a couple of bits here they haven't done yet. Let's see what the quality is of this room now. Logistics room quality is 4. We've got 10 of the 12 people assigned, so okay, that's higher than I need to. I can possibly take away something. So we've got a room size at least 6 squares. I think that will reduce once we get the next 2 people in here. So what we can do to force that is, this cell had somebody which is, we'll unassign that cell and then reassign. Same here. Anyone else here? These 2 as well. We need to reassign their rooms. Yeah, we'll reassign these 2 rooms so they will go elsewhere. There They should now get reassigned, so they will get reassigned out of those areas, and then we can put the cell back in again. Let's just make sure that they have been moved over to here. See, we've now got 12. Okay, we've got 12 prisoners and it's a rank of 4. Okay. We'll put that back again then, cells. Got one person assigned more here, but we'll leave that for the moment. So the only bit we can do, I think maybe I'll get rid of the TVs. TVs are too much. We've got, okay, room size, at least 6 squares per prisoner. If I put more people in there, it means I'd have to put, see, more, another chair. If I can get this to grade 3 maybe. This guy here should be increased in grade, really. So we try just increasing this a little bit, but I'm going to dismantle the TVs for the moment, and let's see what grade we get next. And that means I've got a couple of extra possible people in here. Now, I remember that one there has a grade 3 in it, so let's let him go somewhere else. Let's let him get reassigned. There we go. That should be enough just to have reassigned him. Yes, he's now free to get assigned somewhere else, and oh, he's gone into this one here. Okay. Right, it took a little bit of zoning and dezoning, but we've got this them up to 16 prisoners. Now I want to get this up one more level. So now another way is an external window. So if I put a windows in here, so we'll put one just there and prioritize, and then we'll put one maybe just down, just behind there. How many people, how many windows did it need? Let's just double check. So room quality, because it's per 8 prisoners, so 2 outdoor windows per 8 prisoners. That means only 2 windows, and that should get it up to level 3. So this will be our level 3 dormitory. Okay. Finally. So the only bit I'm going to do now on here is we'll increase the intake and get some new prisoners in to fulfill. This is still not fixed here. Why is this not fixed? It's been annoying me here. I've got no, because there's no, where's the hot water boiler? Ah, the pipes don't go all the way. Let's try this again then. Need one there. Okay. Let's bring our prison capacity. So we've got a capacity of 8 medium and 28 minimum. So I can bring it in. Right, we're going to basically set this to filter capacity, which means it will fill up to the next available, you know, whatever capacity we have available, and we'll have capacity like that. We don't want any max security at this moment. So okay, we've got a nice few people coming in. Now the only last thing I'm going to do on here is policies. So we've set up our area so we can segregate the people. Now what I want to set up is what happens under policies when people do things. So first of all, when they destroy something, first of all we've got searching. What do they search? They search him. I think in most cases the person has to be searched. Next, the cell. If they are making an escape attempt, we need to search the cell, and if they a certain higher intoxication, they could have hidden something in their area. Now security is, do we change their security level? So the choices here are, you know, as you see, max, or you can put it up and down. So now if they attack a staff, they go up. If they I don't know why you would want to put this down, but hey ho, you know, that's fine. So if they attack staff, they go up. If they have a serious, if they cause serious injuries, just gonna check one thing out there. Right, so serious injuries is causing a serious amount of damage to a person, whether it's staff or anyone else. So that's definitely up, and we definitely search his cell. Okay, now the punishments. Destruction. Lockdown, 1 hour. I don't think that's enough. 3 hours is better. Escape attempt, I think, is going to be a solitary for 3 hours. Attack a prisoner, I think, yeah, lockdown will be fine for 5 hours. Attack a staff, solitary definitely. You're going in there for a while, matey, until things have calmed down. Serious injury, solitary, but for not quite so long. Yeah, 4 hours is about right. Yeah. Intoxication. I think we won't put you in solitary. I think we'll just put you in lockdown for a couple of hours. And murder, oh, solitary, that's got to be a 24-hour. No, maybe not 24-hour. I need to just make it so that we're going to say 20 hours. So they don't come out exactly the same. In case the time they did the murder was a bad time, they can get away. We don't want them to come out at exactly the same time. Okay, 01, parole cutoff. Right. If the prisoner has a reoffending rate less than this, right, we want parole is going to have to be a very low chance of getting released, and we'll allow a few more people taking a break. Let's see, meal quantity, so quantity or quality. So we could set the quality to high, but I don't think they'll appreciate that. So I think if you set the quantity to high, people do then have bladder problems. Let's put it that way. They tend to yeah, crap, yeah, want to go to the toilet a lot. So we'll leave that at medium. If you make it low, then they don't like the food. So you can make it high low, or we can make it low high. We can try that possibly as a concept. I'm going to leave it medium at this moment, until I think I'd like to go to low high as a generality, but we'll leave that at the moment. So anyway, that's the policies. So we've set some policies in place now for all of this. Let's just check our needs finally before we go anywhere. So sleep, yeah, let's thing. Hygiene, they can sort themselves out. Let's just check. Now, we haven't done anything with our normal security prisoners today. We should just go and check to make sure everything is okay over here. And I might take out that staff door. If the psychologist wants to get out, he's going to have to be let out. It's too tempting for people on the way to medium security. Because what is this area? This is set as a no access. I think I'm going to have to do this as access only. Medium security. Access only. Or actually, I'm going to have to put this as a shared access only. There we go. Okay, and did I say that to dismantle? Yep, there it is. And then we're going to put a wall in its place. So to get into the psychologist, you have to go through this gate here. Come on. Right, just while we wait for the intake of prisoners, let's just have a check of our system here. So this is our. I think this has got a quality of 2. Yep, I think that will be fine for up to 8 prisoners. That will be fine for the moment. We can increase that. Let's see, why is it 2? Is it because of the size? It's because there's not many prisoners assigned to this yet. Once we assign some more prisoners, I think this will start to have a problem. So let's put an outside window in here now, because that will immediately increase the rating of that particular section. So this will be our high security normal one. So well, our medium security, we'll set this at 2. I think I will get this up to 4 and do a similar to the other area, in that we will create a cell block which will be for our troublemakers, and I think I will put that down the bottom here near this area. Will be our cell block for troublemakers, for want of a better word. But to do that, we're going to need some canteens and some changes to the normal security. So we have a new intake of prisoners now due, so we can just make sure that these are all delivered correctly. We've got some medium and low sec prisoners coming into the zone at this moment. And looks like we've got some family members as well coming in to visit people. So it's going to be a busy morning. I'm keeping an eye on our feed prisoners ratio, just to make sure we are feeding enough people. And here is our first intake of prisoners. Any problem people by the looks of it? Not at the moment. Burglary, drunk or disorderly. Profession, intent to supply, drug dealer, counterfeiting. Blackmail, oh dear, and carjacking. Okay, so we've got a few people who are assaulting an officer. Okay. Assault and assaulted. This guy is going to be a problem. I can see that one now. He's here for a long time and he's got 2 assault charges. But violent disorder. We've got some violent disorder. We've got some violent people coming in on this one. This is going to be problematic, but that's part of the problem, or part of the what we have to sort out. Now, have we got enough guards to deal with all of this? Let's have a look at our staff and who's busy and who is not. Patrolling, stationed. we haven't got many free guards. Okay, let's get I possibly have to look at where everybody is stationed, because we seem to have a lot of stationing. Yeah, we need someone there. Okay, let's take you off of there. Any other general stations? No, they're done. Right, we haven't got any other general stationed people. I'm walking around without... Let's go up here and have a look. We should... I need to adjust the patrols for up here. Let's have a... I think we've got quite a few people... Yeah, we've got quite a few people in this area. And only one person in that area I think will be adequate. And the guard patrol here I think needs to change. I think that will be a better guard patrol type of area. Let's make sure that we make so I've extended out because we changed that particular zone. Now that should be during feed zone, which is about now. Yeah, we've got 2 guards on assigned to this, and we've got 2 guards assigned there. I think we only 1 guard assigned there in each of those areas. I think 2 is too many. I think 1 is most probably adequate. If there's a problem, I'm sure he can call people in. Okay, how are we doing in this area? Are we assigning the people appropriately? Right, this one, is he in the right area? 7 years burglary, yeah, okay, I think he's okay. He looks like he's going to be a gang member. We have got gangs enabled. I just don't have the intelligence about the gangs just yet. This is one of our violent disorder . Yes, I'm wondering if he really is a violent person. But this one, I think, definitely is. I think. Well, we shall see. Now that we have filled our prison to capacity. We can see how some of them are getting taken to the holding cell, which is fine for me. I don't mind them going into the holding cell. Where are you going? Sorry. You're deciding to go somewhere else. Where are you going? You're deciding to reassign yourself, are you? You saying you want to go somewhere else, or you just want to go into the yard? I guess. Is that what you're doing? Okay. I guess because I made this a general access area, so therefore they can get in and out of here. Okay. Maybe that's a bad idea. The holding cell should be more isolated, I guess. Need to have a think about that. They've got a canteen and shout and that, but they haven't got yard. But they're in the holding cell. The holding cell should be for, you know, short time only. Right, staff only. Yep, that's correct. Visitation. Yeah, maybe I need to change that, or give the yard, the holding cell, its own little. It's got everything internal to it, but we've got a bit of room up the top. We could make a little yard over the side here for that particular holding cell, and then restrict access in this zone. Add another little wall and just change it a little, so make the holding cell less accessible. As always, as I am looking around, I see more things to do. Right, staff. Right, that's where I was on staff. Yeah, we've got some free staff now that I've changed it around a little bit, and we seem to be okay. And needs, staff needs, fine. Prisoner needs, minimum, they're okay except for clothing, normal, all they're okay. Okay, so we seem to be okay even with a new intake. Few searches and things like that, but we seem to be okay. Right, next time, that's the end for this one. We looked at the room qualities, and I'm going to continue to look at those as we go through by adjusting room qualities, so prisoners will effectively get assigned to cells which are suitable for their quality, and we need to look into that. Hopefully it'll be done automatically, but I think on occasion you have to force it, for want of a better word. We will look at the best way of doing that, either with dorms or doing it with the cells. I like the idea of the cells, really. But maybe every now and again we just reassign a dorm to take it at cells, so they get reassigned and then put it back again. We also looked at policies, which was what we do when we punish someone for attacking people or doing anything like trying to escape, etc. But otherwise, I think that's it. Next time, we're going to try to expand our medium security, normal security, and possibly just add a little extra to our normal security, add some more prisoner levels. But until next time, as always, keep playing the game and have fun.